It was Corona.
What? Hey guys, it's Andrea here. I have Cabal and Sean is here as well. In today's video, we're going to be experimenting with making puppy food.
And today we want to talk about our food choices. Alright, so this video is about feeding Cabal. We noticed that his appetite has kind of gone wet.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the Corona comment.
Ever since we brought Cabal home, we noticed that he's starting to lose a little bit of his puppy weight. Him is a natural thing. But we also noticed that his appetite is not picking back up as much. He's still eating the majority of his meals throughout the day, but just not probably eating like maybe half of each meal. And then we have to kind of get creative with it to make him eat the rest of it at some point during the day. So we want to try to experiment a little bit with how we feed him. We're going to keep the same ingredients in it, but we're going to just try a little nuance. And we'll see if that works. During this time, we are right now at a stay-at-home status in Houston, Texas because of the coronavirus outbreak. But we're not able to travel as much. So traditionally, we are big fans of the raw diet for our dogs in the past. But given the number of times we're able to travel, we're trying to limit our exposure out there to the public. So we have made a conscious decision to keep him on kibble until things settle. And then at that time, later on, we'll go ahead and try to transition him over to raw. So for any of the dog food police out there, feel free to share your ideas. But at the end of the day, again, we made a conscious decision to feed him just like we're all making sacrifices. Andrea and I have frozen food and we have canned food, which we are not accustomed to eating, but given the circumstances, we are more than glad to have those types of food options. So Cabal is very happy to have his kibble. Reader sent us home the bag of food that Cabal was raised on. The brand was called Loyal Wholesomes. When we picked Cabal up, we had to drive around like 3 or 4 different stores. We're unable to find this brand of dog food. So we ended up buying a big bag of Taste of the Wild puppy formula. May not be the best of the best, but it's a lot better than a lot of people feed their dogs. So the idea again is that we're going to try to transition him off kibble once the coast is clear and we're able to resume normal travel again. Last night we experimented with his dog food and we found some success. He was actually really excited to eat his food. So we put his kibble in a grinder. We grinded his food almost like a powder consistency. And then we added some hot water, about a spoonful of yogurt, a few cranberries for his kidneys. We chopped them up really fine. And then we have these really great vitamin bites that we use. We used to use these on our last dog for all ages. It's the chicken flavor. So it's really tasty. Dogs generally like this. Lastly, just about a cap full of raw apple cider vinegar. So it's just all organic. It's really good for his immune system and kind of helps the body convert over to more of an alkaline state. Mixed all the ingredients in. Notice the consistency is a little soupy, and so we're kind of experimenting with it. This is really up to your dog's preference, but we noticed that Cabal is not really a fan of solid foods yet. The more soupy the food is, the more he enjoys it for whatever reasons.
Okay, you guys, so we are, I think he's pretty much done eating.
He's washing his hands.
Yeah, he's washing his hands. He's practicing good manners and washing his hands after he eats, which is great. You know, the whole virus spreading, you can't have that in the house.
Hey, Cabal.
Cabal.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, so he's done eating and he's done washing his hands, and he still has a little bit of food left over. I'm gonna show you guys. So he still has a little bit of food left over, which is fine. This is way more than what he would have eaten if we just would have given him the regular kibble. So we're gonna keep experimenting with different things, and we noticed that he definitely does like this texture, and we're gonna try to experiment with different things to put in his food. Maybe the next time we can go to the store, we'll grab like some cottage cheese, some veggies that he likes. I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna try again tonight and see how everything works out. Right, Cabal? Did you like your food? All right. Hey, baby. You having fun? Okay, you guys, so it's day 2 and we are determined to get Cabal to eat a full, like, balanced meal. So last night we did like a repeat of lunch and we basically got the same results, but he didn't like it enough, or love it enough, I should say, to... Oh. Why did you do that? Like I was saying, he didn't love it enough to like lick the bowl clean, so we're trying something new today. So we're still making sure to feed him 3 small meals a day because that's what it's recommended that they eat as puppies. We're gonna try to head out to the grocery store and the pet store tomorrow. But as for today, we're gonna try to add some of our grass-fed beef into some of his food, and hopefully he likes that. So we're hoping that does the trick for today. If it doesn't, then I give up. Just kidding. We're cooking it first just because all of this is new to him. As far as the recipe goes, we're adding everything that we had yesterday, and we're just keeping our fingers crossed for now. We know you're technically not supposed to mix raw food with kibble, only because it digests differently, but this is all we have for now, so you know, we gotta do what we gotta do, at least until we get access to other things. This is gross, but when you're transitioning your fur baby, it's very crucial to pay attention to their stools. Honestly, it relays a lot of information about how they're adjusting to everything, and it lets you know if they can tolerate what you're feeding them, and it can also save your dog a bellyache. Okay, so I let this stuff cool. This is what it looks like. I transferred it into another bowl and I'm about to feed it to him, so hopefully this works. He seems to be very interested, which is a good sign. Cabal, you ready? Oh, okay, he's very interested. Okay. All right. He's trying to eat it through the gate. All right, so we'll see how much of this he finishes. It's about the same amount as yesterday. I just added ground beef, so I guess it's not the same amount, it's a little more, but let's see if he loses interest after a minute. So it's been about 2 minutes and he's still going, which is good. He usually loses interest after about a minute of eating and walks away like he's done, but it looks like he's trying to finish this. I'm not going to speak too soon. We're going to see how this plays out. Okay, so from the looks of it, he's all finished. Bless you. This is how much he left, which is, like, there's nothing left. So I'm very, very impressed with him. Good boy. Good boy. You did such a good job eating all your food. So we know that he likes ground beef, which is great. So yeah, in the future, I guess we can switch it up a little and maybe get some salmon or some boiled chicken when it's available in the supermarket. But for now, this is what we're gonna have to do, and I'm not upset. You did so good. I'm so proud of you. I feel so relieved, you guys have no idea. So anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we will be back with more of Cabal soon. Say bye. Say bye.